From the Newton's first law of motion, we can draw the conclusion that an object which is in state of rest will remain in state of rest, and object which is in state of motion along a straight line will tend to remain in state of motion unless an external force will not act over the object to change the state. Now the question is that why the object tend to remain in state of rest or in motion. The reason is that there is property of each and every object by virtue of which it opposes any change in its state of rest or uniform motion. This property we call as inertia. So inertia can be defined as the natural tendency of an object to remain in state of rest or in uniform motion. That natural tendency is called as inertia. This natural tendency of an object to resist the change is inertia. Mass is the measure of inertia. Larger the mass, greater is the inertia. Due to the inertia, a body at rest will tend to remain at rest. For example, if we apply the force on a bus, the bus will not come in motion. Why? Because the natural tendency, that is the inertia of the bus, resist the change in the state of motion. In the same manner, due to the inertia, a body in uniform motion tend to continue to be in state of motion. Some day-to-day observation can be explained on the basis of the property of inertia. For example, when a hanging carpet is beaten with a stick, the dust particle start coming out of it. Now why it happens? This is because when the force of the stick make the carpet to come in to and fro motion, the dust particle which are present within the carpet tend to remain in state of rest due to inertia. Hence, they get separated from the carpet as the carpet moves in the direction in which the force is applied. In the same manner, when a tree is shaken vigorously, its leaves fall down. Why? Because on applying the force, the branches of the tree comes in motion, but the fruits or the leaves which are attached to the branches resist the change in the state of rest. So they get detached from the branches and fall down. When a car or bus starts suddenly, the passenger fell backward. This is due to the fact that because of the inertia, the passenger will tend to remain in state of rest, but the car or the bus suddenly comes in motion. In the same manner, when a car or bus stops suddenly, the passenger are jerked forward. Why? Because when the passenger is sitting in the car, both the car as well as the passenger is in state of motion. But when the bus applies the brake, the bus comes to the halt, but the body of passenger tend to remain in state of motion.